minute. I know I missed the last couple Fridays because it's just been hectic around here with the kids. But I had a little bit of time, really quick, and I wanted to go live. I'm gonna go over some stuff really quick because this video is like a review of a Shirley Strawberry letter from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. So I'm gonna read it and go over it with you guys and give my thoughts. But before that, just some quick little housekeeping notes. I've been keeping track of the subscriptions, so we're almost at 300. So I know I told you guys that I'm going to give out a gift for our 300 subs, so I'm still doing that. Let me turn this Bluetooth off real quick, y'all. Uh, okay, so I had to turn that off because I don't want it to interrupt my video. So I hope you guys can hear. If not, I don't know what to say. But anyway, so yeah, so that's that. We're almost at 300 subs. When we get there, we'll give the giveaway. So today is Thursday, so I'm calling this Wake Up Thursday because y'all, these strawberry letters they had me in a chokehold today. I've been at work just listening to the Shirley Strawberry letters, and so this particular one that I'm going to review for you guys, it's actually from December of last year, December 3rd to be exact. And so it's entitled, He Knows That I Don't Wear Underwear, right? So this is how it reads, okay? So let's go to it. It says, Dear Steve and Shirley, my husband is 39 and I'm 37. We have 3 children under the age of 10. I rarely get to go out anymore, so I was excited when my girlfriend's planned a night out for my birthday. I got a babysitter for my husband so my husband can go and hang out with his friends too. My girls took me to my favorite restaurant, and then we went to the club, and my husband had a VIP section set up for me in an area, and they sent over 2 champagne bottles. I called my husband to let him know that I was at the club. He said he would pick me up at 1 because he didn't want me to get in the car with my drunk girlfriends. After we hung up, I started drinking a lot, and I was dancing a lot. I danced with whoever asked me, but honestly, I was in a circle dancing with my girlfriends. At one point, I had to use the bathroom, and it was crowded, so the security guard led me to the bathroom and stayed by the door until I finished. When I came out, he put me on his shoulders and cut through the dance floor to take me back to my girls. They cheered and hyped me up for being on this big, strong man's shoulders. My husband had to come pick me up, and he saw me on the man's shoulders, and he was very unhappy. He said that everybody in the club could see my bare butt. He knows that I don't wear underwear. She said, he knows that I don't wear underwear, especially with tight dresses. He said I had my bare VJ on the back of another man's neck, and I should be ashamed. I get why he's mad, but it's still kind of funny to me. Funny to you. He said, I can't go out again until I'm 50. I'm cool with that, but how do I reassure my husband that it was just innocent fun? You can't. And that's what Shirley said. You can't. Like, there's nothing you can do or say to your husband to explain or to reassure him that what he saw was okay. Like, it was unacceptable. Like, girl, really wake up. Wake up Thursday. Like, you first of all, I don't know. You guys are married and have kids, so that lets me know that you're old enough to know better, right? Let's just start there. And you going out just because you had on a form-fitting dress doesn't mean you had to go, 1, with no panties on, and 2, why the hell is the dress that short to the point where you can't even bend over and touch your toes without showing your bare ass or your vagina? That's just tasteless, classless, and disrespectful to your husband and to yourself. Like, you're somebody's wife, you're somebody's mother, right? And I'm not policing anybody's bodies or whatever, but you guys, we got to get back to having some class. And that was just, and then for her to be so nonchalant about it, like, I don't understand why he's mad, or it's funny to me. Girl, that's not funny. There is nothing funny about you disrespecting your husband in a club on another man's shoulder with your vagina on the back of somebody else's neck for the whole club to see. Like, but you guys, there are so many layers to this story. Like, you can go out and have a good time, but you can still have class while doing it. And this also, the other layer to this is, I really wish you would have said like how many girlfriends in her friend group or are in relationships or how many are single, because I am a firm believer of this. Like it's okay to have friends that are single. I'm not saying that, but you have to be mindful when you're married or in a relationship, when you have relation with single people, because they move different. They're on a different time. Like some of them respect the boundaries because some of them have been in relationships before, so they understand and they respect, you can't move a certain way. But for those that don't, who those friends who are single, just having their hot girl summer and winter and spring and fall, you have to read the room, honey, and you have to realign yourself with different people. Like that was just, I can't even imagine like what he felt in that moment, walking into a club full of people, and all he see is your behind up in the air, like all your personables just on display for everybody to see. That's humiliating. That is humiliating. That's humiliating. And like they said, like Shirley and Steve were saying, I think Shirley said it. Like men are possessive of their things, and especially their wife. Like something like you're his wife, so can you imagine how he felt in that moment? And then for you to try to brush it off to make it as if it's not a big deal. Yes, ma'am. It is a huge deal. He has every right to feel the way that he feels. And for you to not even, I don't know if you apologize or not, but if you did, you need to be. You should be apologizing. You should be, because that was just unnecessary on call. It was disrespectful to you and to him and to your union. Like when you decide, I don't care what anybody says. People, oh, and it's always people who are not in relationships talking about relationships, or have like, I don't want to hear nothing from you. If you've had failed relationships or you're not with anybody, it's only so much of your advice I'm going to take. I don't care what anybody says. When you decide, especially in a marriage, when you decide to marry someone, there are certain things that you're going to have to change, and decorum is one of them. And not only marriage, but when you decide to become a mother, like you're training your children up how to go in the world, right? So you know, like if you put on something and you have to question yourself about what it is that you have on, if is it too revealing, is it too short, is it going to draw too much attention, like then don't wear it. Don't wear it. You can. There are so many other things you can wear. So many other styles you can try and still feel sexy. Sexy has nothing to do with how short a dress is or not wearing pants. That's not sexy. That sexy has nothing. It's the embodiment of it. You can dress classy, dress like a lady, and you. It's an energy. It's the femininity. It's something that women exude. But oh, I hate to even have. And then I know it's gonna be these people that say women should be able to wear what they want to wear without. That's not the point. Yes, you can wear whatever you want to wear. You surely can. But then don't be mad at the attention that you receive, or whatever it is that you receive as a result of you wearing. Yeah, people should have self-control, but also have common sense. Have common sense. Well, I'm going to speak for me as a wife and as a mother. Yeah, when I was younger, in my teens and in my 20s, I had my short shorts, my crop tops, but as I got older, I evolved. My style changed. I still know how to keep it sexy, but I don't have to dress like a teenager or a college freshman or anything like that. I've passed that phase. So at some point, a young lady who wrote this letter, like, you're gonna have to grow up. Like, there's nothing wrong with enjoying yourself. And like I said, you may have to surround yourself with some different friends, because at some point you didn't have anyone in your friend group to say, girl, Keisha girl, that's not it. No, Keisha, mm-mm. And I don't know what kind of friends you got, but me and my friends, anytime we went out, we had rules set. Nobody was going to the bathroom alone. Like, why are you going? Why is the security guard walking you to the bathroom? Do you know this man? Why is he standing by the bathroom while you using the bathroom? You walk to the bathroom, right, on your two legs, on your two wobbly legs, alcohol infused legs, whatever. So why couldn't you use those same legs that you walked to the bathroom with? Why couldn't you use those same legs to walk back from the bathroom? That was the point I wasn't understanding. I was like, so at what point, like, did a heel break? Were you staggering? At what point was it necessary for you to hop on this man's neck and for him to tote you through the crowd and take you back to the VIP section? Over your, like, that's the part that she left out the story, and I was like, no ma'am, that's not acceptable. Yeah, if I was your husband, I would be pissed. And you lucky, you know, your husband, you have a calm husband, because I would have been, yeah, let's go. And chopping whoever the security guard was upside his neck. Like, why you displaying my wife like this? But hell, the security guard, he probably was going based off your behavior, and probably said, well, hell, based off her behavior, she wasn't acting like nobody's wife. So hell, I didn't even know she was somebody's wife. But yeah, ooh, girl, those Shirley strawberry letters had me in the chokehold today, baby. So I think I'm gonna do this every Thursday. I'm gonna review a letter, and I really think Shirley and Steve, they hit it on the head. Like no, ma'am. And like Shirley said, this is not funny. There's nothing funny about it. It's disrespectful. It was very disrespectful and distasteful. And I don't know who she is. I don't know where you are, but sis, wake up, girl. Do better. That was wrong. That was wrong, sis. We got to hold each other accountable. Sis, that was wrong. That wasn't right. That was wrong. And we not saying you can't have fun. We not saying that you can't. And then that dancing thing got me too. Because you was like, you was dancing with Edward, who was everybody, because you said your girlfriend. So, you know what I take that is? You was dancing with men. Any men who came up and asked you danced with them with your short dress on and your no panties on. You was dancing with other men who weren't your husband, including your friend. Like, no, ma'am. You need better friends. Like, yeah, you grown, but you need people in your circle who gonna tell you when you doing some foul ass. And yeah, you need a new group of friends, because clearly they don't care enough about you, and they don't care enough about your marriage to pull you aside and say, friend, no, that we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And so I can only imagine how your husband feel. Like, I would be looking sideways at you, and I would be looking sideways at your friends too. Because now I'll be like, damn, I can't even trust you to go out, have a good time with her. I can't now I got to worry about you with them, because they not a good, they don't have a good sense of care about themselves either. So now I gotta be, thinking twice when you do leave. So it just puts your husband in a bad spot, in a bad predicament. It's not good. It's not good. So that's my thoughts on that. I haven't done my review on the limoncello yet, y'all. This is so good. I'm gonna review this in just a second. And so yeah, that's that on that. So I hope you guys have a good day. I'm gonna try to do this every Thursday. We're gonna come with a wake up Thursday, and we're gonna do a strawberry letter review. So drop down in the comment sections and let me know what you guys think, and we can agree to disagree. Until next time, you guys be blessed, be safe, share love, spread love to receive it, and be safe until next time. Bye bye.